What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode 4 of the Quick Side Quest podcast.
Is it really episode 4?
It's going to sound a little different today because we're all a little separated. We're trying to keep away from the COVID. We're working our quarantine lives. Casey, how you doing? I know you're not feeling the best after walking in Memphis.
No, I I had a great trip, but I'm paying for my sins, and I got a little bit of a cold. I don't think I have the COVID, but I mean, there's not any tests around here for me to find out. So
Right.
I've just locked myself in my apartment.
There you go. That works. I mean, at least you got games and your dog. So
Yeah, that's all I need.
yep. Keaton, how you been living over there in quarantine land?
Oh, I'm alive. Just playing a lot of games,
Playing your games.
watching movies.
That's all we can do. All us video gamers are on top of the world right now because,
It's our patriotic duty as Americans.
Yes,
We're
we're saving lives.
We're doing the right thing.
Yeah, so obviously we're all going to sound a little different today. Since we're all remote, we're going to have to kind of finagle some stuff. So bear with us with any sound or technical difficulties that we might have, but we appreciate you coming in and listening. I know you have plenty of time to listen to podcasts now, all you listeners out there, since you're all sitting at home doing your dishes and twiddling your thumbs. You shouldn't be twiddling thumbs. You should be playing video games if you're listening to this podcast, but we appreciate you tuning in. The news is not stopped for, video games, obviously, because it's like one of the only mediums that's still kind of thriving, right? You think?
It's blowing up in terms of
Yeah.
like users across basically every platform. They're seeing an increase. And video games and
Concurrent
streaming services. Everything else is falling apart.
Yes.
Yep.
Trust me. The three of us work in the same industry, and it's a little scary.
It's not
But-
looking great.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the most fun at work these days. No.
Yeah. So hit us up on that Patreon. No, just kidding.
OnlyFans, Nick. It's gonna be an
Oh, yeah, my bad, my
OnlyFans.
I forgot. But first things first, let's get into some news. The major coronavirus news. Just kidding. It's just regular news. I don't want to make everything coronavirus. We talked about that.
The corona
Yeah, I
pod.
don't want to talk about it that much.
It's what we're doing. It's like all around us all the time. But all the corona talk and everything like that, it still doesn't seem that the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are going to get delayed, which is a good thing, right? I know you guys...
No, I think it's a smart move on their part. Now is the perfect time to get that pumped out. People are playing games.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that, I guess, well, all of the parts have to be made in China, but I'm just surprised that there is going to be no delay. Maybe they just got started earlier. I just don't understand, but it's pretty good. I like it. I mean, I'm excited for the consoles. I know I play mostly on PC, but I'm still a big console lover.
I'm excited for PS4 or 5
Yeah.
because, an SSD in there, that's pretty great. The sound stuff that they're doing with it is really cool.
Yeah. The
yeah.
ray tracing sound or whatever,
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Is it basically just how sound reflects off surfaces and hits you?
I didn't
like light
understand
rays.
that half of that video, so I couldn't tell you. But I have some people who did understand it, and they're like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome." And I was like, "Okay, I
You're
trust
gonna
you."
love it, right? Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for it too. I've been a PlayStation guy most of my adult life. so
Same. PlayStation's my jam.
I'm still on the fence a little bit about which one I'm gonna get first. Eventually, I'm gonna get both just because I'm that person. But
I feel like if I wanted to play Xbox games, you can just get those on PC. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's the biggest part. Is Xbox is more powerful by a smidge,
Yeah.
but they're not gonna have any exclusives. So
Yeah,
I guess PS5 is the front runner right now, but I'm excited. I'm excited for both. But speaking of that, there was, what was that, Keaton, the PS5 kind of showcase there for a second when they went over some specs?
Yeah, they went over. There was I think it was Mark Cerny went over all the specs and like what it means for the PS5. I think probably because they knew that it wasn't as strong as the or as powerful as the Xbox Series X. But then, because then they have to explain like why, which is because, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, you could put you can have a super powerful thing, but it depends on how it's actually optimized to run. Kind of a thing where I think the way that they are assembling the parts and like getting things to work are probably going to end up making it faster still somehow. Because I don't know how Microsoft, which makes computers, still can't make a fast console.
Well, then the main difference was going to be in the GPU, right? It's just like what, a little over 10 compared to Xbox's 12.
Yeah, something like that. It's still pretty close. But yeah, I mean, I watched it for a little bit, and then when like I woke up because I fell asleep halfway through, and they were talking about SSDs, and I was like, oh, cool! Like this is what we want.
Yeah, I mean the
just no load
SSD
times.
that's the biggest thing. It's going to make it way faster.
Yeah, I think what a lot of the presentation was all on SSDs, like a lot of it, and just how it's going to improve your gameplay. I think they got into a little bit of the what we were talking about, like the ray tracing sound stuff, but
it was really complicated by that point. I was like, I'm tired of watching this. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, same. But big news though. On Team Green, they're dealing with hackers over there at Microsoft.
Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this.
The Xbox source code for the system itself that's coming out, the Xbox Series X, the source code was stolen by a hacker. The graphic source code, and he's holding it ransom for $100 million. Now he's posted some of the segments of the code to GitHub just to like, you know, show that he's not messing around.
He's for real. Yeah.
He also put a newspaper with the date on it on GitHub too.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's not even threatening Microsoft itself. He just wants $100 million from anybody. Like anybody.
And anybody in the world could just give him $100 million. And he's like, all right.
Yeah, it says they are threatening to dump the entirety of the stolen data if a buyer isn't found. So it's just...
Oh, so he could give it to somebody else who could then demand it from Microsoft.
For even more money.
Which
Guys,
is absolutely insane.
Hit that OnlyFans up. Let's buy the Xbox source code.
You got an extra $100 million laying around somewhere? That would be fantastic.
If you donated $100 million, you could come with us to... No. What would we do for that person? We'd take him to Elitch Gardens for an afternoon of fun.
Does that even exist anymore?
I don't fucking know.
Elitch Gardens?
It's gotta.
I don't.
Six Flags?
Yeah.
Elitch Gardens?
I don't know, man.
I don't know what it's called. Isn't it just called Elitch's now?
That's what we call. I think that's what the locals call it.
The locals, the people in the know.
That's your hint. That's your hint for
instead.
where Nick lives.
Yeah, Elitch's. Find it. You'll probably be around.
You'll be
100-mile radius.
You'll be pretty close to his house.
Yeah,
he'll be in the same state.
The same time zone.
So if you just sit in that parking lot, maybe you'll see me pass by, and then there you go. Time for murder. So that's cool. So if you guys want to buy that, and we'll ransom it off, and we'll all be set. We won't have to worry about the Corona recession or anything like that. We'll be set to good to go. So hit us up. Let us know. Quick side quest. All your favorite social platforms. There was also a Nintendo Mini Direct. That's looking nice. There were some nice games in there. Did you guys see anything like that?
Yes. Actually, wait. I think I have notes because one of my friends didn't want to watch it all, even though it was only 25 minutes.
I don't have time for that.
They had Xenosaga Remastered.
I'm sitting at home quarantined. I don't have time to watch these videos.
Where am I going to find 25 extra minutes to get this handled?
You're asking a lot here.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
I mean-
it was dumb.
To be fair to your friend, I also did not watch it. So
Well, you don't have a Switch though, so
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a Nintendo boy anymore.
Yeah.
But-
What game piqued you the most there, Keith?
the most.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean they started off with Xenosaga,
Yes.
and that was like the best rated game on the Wii U or Wii or something that I didn't play.
Yeah.
And so I kind of want to play that.
Isn't there already a Xenosaga out for, and then the
Switch?
game get like, it was pretty good, but isn't it so long?
Yeah, Xenosaga 2 came out for Switch, and people were like, "This isn't as good as the first one."
Yeah.
But the first one is like super, super good, apparently.
Okay.
One of my favorite games, Catherine, is coming out on Switch, so that's pretty cool.
Catherine. Isn't that the scary game?
No, it's it's like a puzzle game.
It's a
Okay.
puzzle.
It's
It's
weird.
not another
You should just
anime
watch the
game.
trailer. It's weird.
It's a weird one, huh?
Yeah, new Smash character.
I didn't see the end of it. Who's the new? Oh wait, yeah, I did see that. They said
It's
Still needs
from
work.
ARMS, whoever the character is. They didn't say
Oh,
who
yeah.
from ARMS.
yeah.
So it could be,
Did you ever play ARMS?
yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
weird.
think.
I don't know. I mean, it's fun, but it's kind of just a strange game.
Yeah, I feel that. I saw Bravely Default 2 in there, and my whole quarantine was made. My whole quarantine life was made. I was like, I can't wait to play this game. They said release date's 2020, but there is a playable demo right now that I actually need to play today, because that looks fantastic. And Bravely Default's a JRPG turn-based, but it has like these awesome mechanics in the fighting systems that makes it really intriguing. And the first one was really fun, so I'm super excited for that. And we finally, I think we got the game that's going to get Casey to buy a Switch.
What is that? Oh, Pod Racer.
Episode Pod Racer, dude. Episode
Yeah.
1 Pod Racer.
Yeah,
Star
that
Wars, let's
definitely
go.
definitely might do it for me.
Dude, I will play my Switch every day if that's the case. Like, and if it has online play and all that stuff, like some ranked going on, oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Dude, I'm gonna be tearing you up with my boy Dud Bolt.
No, Dud. No, dude. You gotta
Dud?
stick with Annie, dude.
What?
Annie,
God.
what?
Stick with
What
Annie,
the fuck
dude.
is wrong with you, dude?
You stick with Annie. There's all the best parts are in the end because it keeps it like nice and balanced, and then you
But
start
no.
crushing everybody.
This is insane. I cannot believe you play as young Annie. When
Annie!
Dud Bolt is out there, hero of the Bunta Eve Classic, in his what is it? His Volp. How do you say his fucking? I don't know. He has that 327 Pod Racer with the cool angled nose. He
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah,
He's cool. Ben Quadranero, he can
Well,
blow
I mean,
yourself up.
Talk about a classic Star Wars character, Ben Quadranero.
I love that. I love how they fucking injected like just regular modern announcers into that scene.
Well, I mean,
That scene is amazing. That pod race is great. What an amazing scene from the movie.
there's so many people that are better than Anakin Skywalker. Clegg
Dude, don't-
Holdfast.
Don't underestimate my power.
Oh my
okay?
god. Jeez Louise. Who we
dude.
always argue about this. Who is the little lizard dude that blows up in the cave? I cannot remember his name.
That Sebulba blows up.
No, he's the one that makes the like "Rah" noise.
Sound, and then he
Oh,
crashes
yeah.
into the stalactite. God, what is his name? I don't know. Sebulba's really cool too. Also, I loved
Sebulba's
using.
a dickhead.
Yeah, he's a dickhead, but he has the coolest sounding pod racer. By far, yeah, it's so tight.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, I can't wait to play the
mean,
game. It's gonna be so
I like
fun.
Gasgano. He's got a cool one.
Who
Any
was-
game, I feel like you can upgrade your your main thing, like if you have like a town you can upgrade or like a vehicle, I'm in all the time. Love that game.
Yeah. Team Toe Pagalalis.
Yeah, I remember Odie Mandrell. He's got the pit
yes.
team.
Fuck yes. Oh my god! I think I am gonna get a Switch.
Yes, you're in. Got him. The maybe I play Annie because I don't know as much about Star Wars as you guys do, but
Because you're a fucking poser, dude.
oh, we'll see who's posing
Casual
when I fucking
fan.
send in the fucking
Casual
first place
fan.
podium.
Dud Bolt is gonna fucking put Annie into a cliff wall.
Nah.
That's it, dog. His fucking pod racer's too light. He gets
unclip-
pushed all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
not
true.
if you're ahead all throughout the entire race. So we'll see. This is good. We'll put pizza on it or some shit.
I cannot wait.
How
We
about
better
that?
stream this. I want to embarrass you in front of your fans.
I don't think so, man. I just don't think so. I've already been playing. I bought it on PC.
Oh boy.
It was $3. So $3 on Origin or no GOG.
It's fun.
Yeah,
dude.
$3
It's
on
like
GOG.
it's like riding a bike.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. What other? Do you see any other games in there that you like to keep? In that mini? Is he gone?
Did we lose Keaton?
Yeah,
Kate.
sorry, I my internet cut out.
There he is.
Okay.
We're back.
Okay. See, this is
Yeah.
what we have to see. We're
Yeah.
we're making do, guys.
The recording didn't stop, so it's okay.
Another
Okay, that's
COVID
good.
casualty.
Another
The
COVID
quality
kid.
of our podcast.
Speaking of all of the YouTube and PlayStation and all these other brands and probably like Disney Plus and everything, all these streaming brands are lowering their bandwidth for like downloads and things like that to ease pressure off of like the
Yeah.
worldwide.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, people were talking about that, and like, people are like, oh, gamers need to stop playing so many games or whatever. And it's like, Netflix uses like 30 times the bandwidth
Correct.
as just like playing a video game. It's ridiculous.
And do you know how much of like internet traffic is porn? Like fucking 80% of it. So
Especially
how about
since
all
it's
you guys
free
get
right
your hands,
now.
stop touching yourselves.
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all. Pornhub Premium free.
Yeah.
They're doing their
Don't you-
part, trying to get people through the quarantine.
Yeah. Keep your hands off your joysticks, okay, and grab the fucking controller and take your mind off of
You do it-
smut for 1 second.
Don't
you know?
listen to this guy. You do what you need to do. No judgments to get through this. It's a hard time for this country and the world. And if you need to take care of
Kids-
yourself, do it. Also,
Kids
taking
are
care
trying
of,
to go to school, and you're over here using the internet for dirty, filthy things.
all I'm saying is engaging in those activities boosts the body's immune system. That's
Oh,
a
I
proven
guess you're
fact.
Yeah,
Yes, you're right.
That's
true.
a proven fact. So you're just taking care of yourself and anybody you're around. You're really taking care of yourself. You know what I'm talking about?
You know, sex can wait, masturbate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they used to say on SNL. Yeah, so that's a little crazy. I mean, there's going to be so many different weird things that we've never experienced. I was talking to my parents. I was like, "You ever experienced anything like this?" And they're like, "No, this is crazy." And they're what, in 65?
Yeah, well, this is like, I mean, the last real big one of these we had in this country is like our grandparents' generation. It's the Spanish flu during and
Spanish
after the war.
influenza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that one was way bad.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Didn't that wipe out millions of people?
It killed a fuck ton of people, yeah. A bunch of towns in Colorado, where we are, only survived because they literally didn't allow anybody in or out of the town for like months.
Well, sometimes it's what it takes, I suppose. Anyways, we also speaking of deaths, GameStop is closing another 50 stores? No, 300 more stores by the end
I
of
was
the
gonna
year.
say, that was a lot.
That's a lot
so-
of stores.
Yeah, that's a ton. And obviously, I mean, that makes sense because everything's closing down. They're losing just massive amounts of money in this quarter because of the whole quarantining. But
Yeah, I mean, the quarantine is just the 300-pound cherry on top of what was already a failing business model.
Yeah, yeah, and failing their employees as well, maybe.
Well,
But,
I mean,
by making them go to work?
I don't want
Yeah.
a bunch of people to lose their jobs, which is what's going to happen, obviously. When all of these stores close, that's really terrible, especially in a time like this. But GameStop listing themselves as an essential business and making their employees go into work during all of this is some heinous fucking shit. And they deserve what they're getting. This is awful.
Yeah, that was really dumb. Like, because I think people were like, because they were riding the wave of like, oh, you're a gamer, stay home and game. Like, oh, you need to have games. And I don't know, like, whose idea. It was like, well, maybe people need video games. Maybe we can ride that wave and just be like, we're keeping it open for you gamers. And then all the gamers would be like, thanks, GameStop, you're the best.
Well, yeah, I think,
it didn't really get framed that way.
No.
From a business perspective, I think they made not the right decision, but I understand the calculus, right? It's like they correctly assessed that everybody being stuck in their house for weeks on end means people are going to want to play games.
Yeah.
And staying open to allow them to get games would make sense. You know, also if the internet didn't exist, and you could just download all your games.
Well, yeah, and you can also order them off of GameStop's website.
Yeah, well, that is an excellent point, actually.
But
But they won't make as much
what they're going to
money
use.
They
won't.
make all their money off of used games.
Right.
But and people aren't going to order pre-owned or pre-order games off of GameStop website. They're going to go to Amazon because it's also half the time it's cheaper,
Yeah.
right? So
I
they're
don't
just
know.
in a weird spot here, but
They-
and they're
well-
not making the best moves either.
They're in
your-
a desperate position, and they tried to. I mean, they tried a Hail Mary here, and it did not work.
Just put your garbage bags on your hands and go to work.
Yeah, I mean,
can't
if,
believe that.
if you're in a position where you're telling your employees to improvise PPE, personal protective equipment, for those out of the know, to fucking go sell and buy used video games, you can go fuck yourself. In my opinion,
100%.
go fuck yourself. That's outrageous.
Yeah, that's messed up. But yeah, I mean, it's just more of the same kind of just bad decision making that's gotten to them to this point in the first place. So, you know, whatever it is, what it is. GameStop,
Whatever.
get it together, please.
They've just been unable to adapt for years, and now they're scrambling to take advantage of a crisis, which is not a tight thing to do.
And while they're at it, they're like taking other things that own, like Game Informer, which is an established, like, I love Game Informer, and they're just literally chopping the limbs off of Game Informer, like just cutting writers. And then they recently just had to, they just fired even more people. Like, it's just awful. You know what I mean? You expect as like Game Informer, when they probably made this deal, they're like, okay, well now we have a stable flow of money, as in we're part of this corporation. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they didn't expect for the corporation to turn around and just start macheting off limbs of their.
Well, they've been a part of GameStop for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, it's just for the last like what, at least 10 to 15 years.
I mean, it was when I was a kid. It was still they were part of GameStop.
Right, because you get the subscription or whatever. But it's just like you have other entities that are relying on your decisions, and it's just so shitty, you know.
Yeah, but, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not thrilled that Game Informer's getting chopped up, but that's an auxiliary function within their corporation, right? Their main goal is buying and selling video games and making more money, you know, as we've stated before, off of used games. And having a really dope publication that talks about the industry is great, but that does not make them money, like at all. That's just that's like a good Samaritan move on their part.
I guess, but I mean, you turn around and be like, "Hey, you're not." I mean, I don't know. If you're gonna buy a company, you might as well look out for that company's well-being, not just use it as a as a fucking kicking, like something to kick whenever you want it. I don't know.
We'll never be
Well, they're-
C-suite executives. Our hearts are too
Yeah.
soft.
It's just not it's not going to make them as much money, so they might as well they should just get rid of it entirely.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they should cut it loose, maybe let somebody else who has the capacity to carry it still
Yes.
purchase it. Yeah, for
Let
sure.
someone buy it and help your bottom line, but and helping all that kind of stuff. Don't just destroy it until it's gone, because that's what's going to happen, and that's not. I personally think that would be really shitty. You know.
Yeah, but it's pretty on brand for GameStop
Oh yeah, it's great
these days. So
Yeah, it's great. But anyways, you guys have anything else that we want to talk about real quick? I know Nier and we have Persona, but we can talk about that, about what we're playing.
Well, Nier is they announced a remake of the original 2010 Nier game.
Upgraded for PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
that's
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like it should probably be for next gen because I don't think they're gonna make it by the end of the summer. But
Do you think they probably started working on it like last year, and now they're just like, well,
I don't know. I know it's not Platinum Games that's working on it. It's a different company.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's one of those. I feel like there's a few companies that do this where they just remaster old games. That's all they do.
Square Enix is the one behind it, huh?
Well, they're the publisher for it.
Oh, who's the?
I don't.
Along the says no. Okay. I don't know.
the developer. What? Oh gosh, man.
Developer Toy Logic.
Yeah.
Toy Logic. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We got there.
Yeah, we found it. But yeah, that should be good. I mean, if Keaton says it's good, I'll fucking play it at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I never played the original one.
You didn't? I didn't play it
No.
either.
I only
All right,
played
well,
Automata.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait until you play it, and then you can come back with your score, and then I'll go play it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then are you gonna play Persona 5 Royal?
I might.
I am not.
You're waiting for my score? Let you know.
No, I mean I played Persona 5, so I already know that it's a really good game and that I like it. It's just, do I want to? I mean, how long is this quarantine gonna last? Will it last long enough for me to finish this 100-hour game, or what?
No way. No way.
God willing, dude.
If you're playing Animal Crossing, then no. Absolutely
That's true. That game eats up time.
not. Oh, 100%. Yeah, but speaking of, Casey, what have you been playing over your days indoors?
I've been playing. I picked up Doom 2016 because I didn't play it, and it was super cheap, obviously, because Doom Eternal just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been playing that and having a good time with it. I really enjoy the Doom games. I love any good lore in a game will get me pulled in, and the Doom series has.
You say any good lore?
Yeah, any good lore will just it really sucks me in. And the Doom series, it seems pretty like straightforward. You're just running and gunning and glory killing demons.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy the lore of a dude who is just fueled by hatred and pure rage and has just spent an eternity charging across hell, killing demons. It's really tight. Just nonstop rage boy.
Does the main character have a name? Because I saw like a poll of like best video game characters ever, and when it came to him, it just said Doom Guy.
Yeah,
That's his name.
That's his
Oh,
name.
is it?
I don't even think he knows his real name anymore. Because it gets kind of convoluted, but he's with different dimensions and shit. But yeah, he's either Doom Guy or Slayer or the Eternal Slayer. Mostly Doom Guy though.
Okay.
And it's tight. Doom 2016 is a ton of fun. If you want to dip your feet into the Doom franchise for cheap, I would suggest it. I'm having a great time playing it.
I have it. Like I borrowed it from a coworker, so I need to just pop it in because it's a pick up and play type game, right? Pretty easy.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
yeah,
short.
it definitely is. It's short.
It's
and
short?
then- yeah, it's pretty quick.
I'm gonna look it up. How long does it take to beat?
Well, I'm playing
Let's
it on the hardest difficulty, so
Oh, God.
it's taken me a while, I'll be honest. But I've also been getting sidetracked because the multiplayer has also been very fun, and there's still a solid number of people playing it.
Oh.
So, and that's just, I mean, I don't know if you played Quake or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing.
The,
it's a lot of fun.
It takes 12 hours to beat and 16 hours if you did like extra stuff.
Yeah,
So that's very nice.
It's pretty quick. Yeah, it's a weekend avoiding COVID game for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you
yeah.
played any of the new Warzone?
Yes, I jumped into that Friday night with our buddy Natty, and I had a really good time. There's still some clunkiness to it, and I was spending a lot of time just trying to not suck, because as far as a battle royale goes, I feel like it's pretty fast paced because the lobbies are huge. They're like 150 people.
Oh yeah, they're just monsters. Those games, they can take a
Yeah.
long time. Those battle royale games.
Yeah, unless you're bad, and then you just die real fast.
Sure.
We didn't place, like, squad-wise, we didn't place above, I think 20th was our highest. But to be fair, Nathaniel's pretty good at it, and I sidetracked him and started fucking around pretty quick. And started issuing challenges like, okay, we're going to play pistols only, which is not, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not a way to win in Warzone.
Yeah.
But our last several rounds, we played pistols only, but then we would just get in the cargo trucks and form convoys of 2 cargo trucks. If somebody joins us, because you can squad up to 3 people, we'll have a full-blown convoy of 3 cargo trucks, and we just drove around hunting down boys. We would just be driving around. One of us would shout out, "Oh, I see some boys over the hill. There's some boys." Off-road the cargo trucks, run people over, have them scream at us because they'd be fully kitted out, and we'd just kill them with a truck.
That's one aspect I love is when you kill people, you can hear them for a split second on their mics.
They get
it's
so fucking pissed. Like, the dude's got, like a fully kitted out Scar and a bunch of fucking armor plates, and he's just like ready to go. And we ran him over on his way to the middle of the map.
And they're just fucking, just a split second. You got to be shitting me. That's just bullshit. And then it's just cut out.
You motherfucker. It's fantastic. I think we talked about it on the last podcast, I believe, about that being our game club game, or just a game that the 3 of us play together.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a lot of fun, actually. I think we'd have a really good time. And
I think we should because, Keith, did you play it at all? Did you download it?
No, I didn't play it at all. I played some Apex, but I didn't play that.
We should download it and play it because it's cross-play.
Yeah,
so
you guys,
we can
you
all
guys
play together.
Guys can carry my PlayStation.
Dude, I would love
my
it
PlayStation
because
self.
yeah, I was playing it this weekend and I'd run into controller players and it was just like this fucking kill. They're so slow. So, and I'm playing on PC, so I'm just like snapping around and it's so nice.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's like I said, it's got some clunkiness to it, but a lot of the mechanics still feel like a Call of Duty game. So
did you play
easy
Plunder
to
at
pick
all?
up. No, I just
fucking
played like
Plunder,
the main one.
Plunder is way, in my opinion, way funner than the BR.
Okay, well, we should all get on there and we should play.
I'm down. Yeah,
I think that would be a ton of fun.
It's an 80 gig download, but still fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's still less than the like fucking 160, 180 for the full Call of Duty game.
For what game?
For the full main Call of Duty one, the main one.
Oh, I think when you buy it, it downloads the entire game. Or when you download the free version, it downloads the entire game.
No, it definitely downloads parts of it.
That's it?
But not
I thought
all
it was
of it.
the whole game.
No, I got rid of because I wasn't really playing Modern Warfare at all anymore, and it was taking up so much space that I got rid of it. And you can download Warzone separately.
Okay.
The menu interface and stuff will still like have things for multiplayer in the campaign, but it just told me that I had to download those portions to play it. So
Right.
yeah, you should be able to. If you have no interest in playing anything but the Battle Royale, just get the Battle Royale. It's free. It's
I think
significantly
Plunder comes with it,
smaller.
too.
Yeah, I think that's just a game mode within it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Plunder, it's nice because you can build your loadouts and level up your guns. So it's super fun, and adding attachments and because then you drop with that loadout, you don't have to find stuff. And then when you die, you don't go to the gulag. You just drop right again, like right away.
The gulag part is just so funny to me.
Oh, dude, the gulag was pissing me off for a second.
Love it. I love it.
I didn't like it until I started getting better at it, and it's kind of endearing, but
I love those. I mean, I lose half the time. I'm like, I'm not some fucking COD god, but
COD god.
But the gulag's fantastic because that's just a situation where you can just 1v1 flex on some dude. If you put a 357 in my hand in the gulag, you're done, kid. I'm putting you down.
Yeah. I think it's enjoyable, but it is also like a game. I don't know what it is, but it gets me so sweaty and fucking so on edge, like pissed, like what the fuck? That's bullshit. Like, and I have gotten away from that a lot, but then all of a sudden I start playing fucking Call of Duty, and the salt just starts flowing.
Well, that's definitely how I was getting towards the end, playing just the regular Modern Warfare. I would just you're just running around team deathmatch and some fucking dude's corner camping and, whatever. Ends your kill streak. Stupid shit. Classic Call of Duty stuff. I felt more relaxed playing this Battle Royale than I have any other, and I think it's probably because it's so similar to just playing Call of Duty,
right?
That I wasn't trying to figure out a bunch of mechanics that I had never seen before.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too.
So I mean, it's a run and gun Battle Royale. I don't know. I think we should play it. I think it would be fun.
I think we should too. Speaking of Call of Duty, Animal Crossing. Same genre. Keaton, I know you bought it. How do you like in your first days on your island? Is it coming along well? Catch a sturgeon yet?
No, I have not caught a sturgeon yet.
Apparently, everybody catches sea bass. That's what I'm seeing people complain.
Yeah,
about
but
on
it's
Twitter.
a C+, not a sea bass.
Oh my god!
But yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean,
what's your
dumb.
island name?
Yeatland.
That's my fucking guy. Hell yeah.
Yeatland.
Because I'm yeeting Satan away over there on it.
God damn it. That's good.
So it's pretty fun though. I don't know. A lot of my friends are playing it, so
nice.
They're playing it way more than I am. Like I usually just do a few things, like at lunch, and then I go and stop.
Yeah.
And then I'll play it later.
What's
like,
on your island? Apples, oranges, pears?
Peaches. I spent
peaches.
an hour and a
Nice.
half resetting the game to get peaches.
Wow, you're one of those guys. Why? Because it looks like a butt?
Because they're peaches. They're the best fruit.
Do they sell for more?
No.
Oh, you just like...
He just likes peaches, dude. You just
Yeah, they're
give
just
him
the
his
best. They
space.
look
Millions
the
of
best.
peaches.
You can make
Peaches
the
for
little
free.
peach chair and the peach surprise.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
Have you guys been reading the conspiracy theories about all the security cameras that are all over
Say it
the
again?
islands?
The security you can have security cameras, like you can build those or buy those.
Oh my
Okay.
My
god.
friend has one in one of his rooms. It's very weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
I do not understand. I mean, I don't know. If I get that Switch for Pod Racer, maybe I'll have to get Animal Crossing 2 to try and understand it.
Could you
Because
say it again? You're breaking up a little bit. Here.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to get Animal Crossing if I get a Switch
Oh, yeah.
and the Pod Racer.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I straight up like I'm cracking up at like the stuff I see people posting, like that girl that captured what's his name, Tom Nook. John Nook.
Tom Nook is like who's like the guy
who loaned you all the stuff, so you owe Tom Nook a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
Some girl took Tom Nook's daughter and like pinned her into a thing on her island, and then went and tried to ransom her.
We got a regular Xbox hacker over here, huh? Trying to play Animal Crossing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of like people like are somehow importing pictures, or they're creating pictures.
I imported stuff.
Oh,
How?
Did you put any Cobra stuff on your island, dude?
My friend has he still needs to export the design to a QR code, but he has a very good long sleeve tee that has a cobra on the front.
Oh my god.
That's what's up on the back. And then he's got the symbol of his religion on the arms.
Holy shit.
So fucking incredible.
It's amazing.
Oh my god in heaven.
You need the phone, you need like the smartphone app to do that.
Oh, I'll get it. I don't give a shit. People are like importing all these crazy pictures and like using it as wallpaper. They're making rugs out of it. They're like putting it in front of their houses. I'm like, I want to know how to do this.
The outfits are so impressive. Some people made like, I don't know if you saw that article of like the outfits that people are making in Japan, where there's like Asahi beer cans as an outfit.
That's awesome.
It's so funny.
I just saw like the light stuff. Like I think the streamer Chris Mailberger, he made like a cheeseburger sweatshirt. So it's like it's layered. I think one of my buddies, Haley, she made like a dress from a movie or a TV show. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, but I haven't got into it yet. It takes a lot of time.
I don't really like the editor, so I've just been like stealing other people's stuff that they share with their QR codes. So
yeah.
I feel like I would just I don't know. I feel like I'd get banned from islands if that's a thing that you could do, because I'd so quickly
definitely tells you not to be.
It just seems like an environment that's designed to start fucking with people.
Oh, it is. Well, with like images and shit, I think you can. Obviously, you can go to people's islands and steal their stuff, and
you can't dig unless you're best friends.
Okay, gotcha. I only have one best friend. Do you have a best friend yet?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Wow.
What a
Key.
guy.
I mean, I have a lot of people who are playing it.
What a fucking charmer.
I know, right?
It's all those peaches. They just want access to the peaches.
It is the fucking peaches. My island has pears.
Yeah, see, you fucked up.
Shout out to pears. You seen that? You seen that fucking?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I'm an
I've
old
been eating
vine
a lot
dog.
of pears.
Shout out
pears.
all the pears.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun, but all in all, I think it's a fun game. My friend Haley, who's the mod in my Twitch chat, she's like, you should buy it. I think you'll like it. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna blame it on you if I don't. And it's actually a lot of fun. It's like a perfect time killing game.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's not like stressful.
Yeah, you're just picking stuff up, fishing,
Paying
decorating.
off loans.
Fishing has always been something that bothers the hell out of me in games.
Mm-hmm.
Like ESO, I could go and like level up all my fishing abilities, and catch cool stuff.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, that's a real world activity that it disgusts me to see in a video game.
Oh, sure.
I'm just a straight up old man about it. I was like, hey, well, how about you actually go learn how to fish and go outside, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Especially in games like Final Fantasy 15, you could learn how to fish or like do fishing quests. But like if you got a big fish, it'd take you like 15, 20 minutes to reel in one fish.
Yeah.
And
come
in
on.
Animal Crossing, it's like the bobber goes down, you press A, you got it. You're in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of sea bass, though.
Yeah, sea bass and squid and all kinds of
Dabs.
shit. Dabs. Get your dabs on.
Are there pinch boys on the islands?
There's hermit crabs.
Yeah. And
There are
pinch boys.
crabs, but I don't think they're in season right now for the northern hemisphere.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
They're not in season yet.
There's
Got it.
mitten
I'm
crabs.
sorry.
Yeah. But I think Animal Crossing's great. And I'm not going to ever play it again after I get Persona, but it was fun while it lasted. What have you guys been watching? Anything good? Anything that we...
I didn't say anything that I've been playing besides Animal Crossing.
Oh,
but-
sorry. Go ahead. What else? What have you been playing?
Oh, I finished Jedi Fallen Order
Ooh.
Nice, dude.
a long time ago, but the ending was super cool.
Oh, there you go. That ending
Yeah.
was...
I'm not
awesome.
gonna like spoil it just because I think it's that cool,
Mm-hmm.
but that's really tight.
Yeah, I thought it ended really good too. And I thought, I thought it was fun the whole way through. I thought it was fun. I thought like combat systems and stuff. Obviously, I've never played like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, but I thought it was really fun.
No, it's fun. It's just like not super in depth, I feel like, and
Yeah.
it can get a little frustrating. I think there's some fights that are kind of frustrating, but
Yeah, I
it's
found the
pretty fun.
traversal of places that you've already been the most frustrating part.
yeah, no fast travel is
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh God, it was the fucking worst.
But yeah, I don't know. Overall it's worth it, but yeah, what else did I play? Oh, I played Detention,
Detention.
which is it's an indie game from a Taiwanese game company, and they were in the news earlier this year or it was last year, because they made a game and there happened to be a Winnie the Pooh in it, and so it got like review bombed and taken down, and it's never come back. Like they've been like, yeah, we can't really bring it back, but if you do want to play it and you don't want to just like steal it or whatever, find a download of it. The library for Asian studies, I think at Harvard, has a playable version of it.
Really?
Yeah. It's apparently very
pretty
good.
cool.
They make like really small like horror games. They're really good. Detention one's really good. You could also just play that. It's pretty enjoyable.
So
point
Detention.
and
How
click.
did you end up playing this game? Like on what platform?
It was on EA Access,
Okay.
and I had heard about it, so I just wanted to play it. It's like a point and click horror game.
The horror boy. Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty good. It's like a more of like, figuring out like, oh, what the hell's going on kind of a game.
Is it more of like a modern graphics or is it like old school graphics?
It's like paper cutout graphics,
Ah, gotcha.
kind of. So like it's all 2D.
Like
And you
Paper
look-
Mario or something?
No. Well, no. It's like realistic.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe it because it's like a style of drawing that's like paper cutout kind of thing that like it's pretty popular in traditional like Asian storytelling.
Oh, okay.
It's good though. It's like it took 2-3 hours maybe. It's super short,
Oh, nice.
so
That's very nice.
yeah, it was a good one.
How much was it?
I think regularly it's only like $5 or
Oh, okay.
something. But I had EA access still from
Uh-huh.
playing Star Wars, so I just played it for free.
Fudge, nice.
I played Halo Combat Evolved with one of my friends.
On PC, how did it run well?
Yeah, it's on PC. I still actually I used a mouse and keyboard. It was pretty good. It was fun.
Is it crossplay or is it only with PC players that you're playing with?
Online might be crossplay, but I don't know about like if you can do co-op crossplay or not.
That would be
With-
nice.
Because I have it on Xbox, but I just wanted to play it on PC, and it's Halo. It's fun.
Classic fun.
Yeah. And then there's not much else to talk about it. It's just it looks good. It plays well.
Yeah.
But good old Outer Worlds. I played
can't-
through that game.
You beat it?
Yeah.
Dude, I still need
Nick-
to beat that. That's a good
Yeah.
reminder. God damn it.
It's kind of funny to play it because it's like dystopian
Oh,
kind of a capitalist thing.
yeah. How you're feeling?
So
right
I was
now?
like, it was right when we had to start working from home, and I was like, oh, this is kind of on topic, I guess. And
this
then
is kind of right on the nose.
yeah, it's all right. I liked it at the beginning a lot more, and then I was like, by the end of it, I was like, I just want this to be over.
Right. That's how I feel now. That's exactly how I feel. Like I was like, this is great. I love Obsidian. I love all these people, and then I liked it at the beginning, but then it kind of just like plateaus, and nothing really else.
Yeah,
takes
and like
over.
the writing is like, it's okay throughout, but like, it feels like somebody, whoever in the writing department, wrote Parvati,
Mhm.
and then that took so long that they were like, oh man, we have to make like 30 other characters. I guess we'll just kind of half-ass it because we have to.
Yeah.
Because she's like such an in-depth character, and like her story is so much more fleshed out than everyone else's.
Oh
that
yeah.
it's like,
She actually has like an arc and layers to her.
yeah,
Like everything. Yeah.
yeah. Whereas like Nyoka is just, she's drunk all the time.
Mm-hmm. She's
Okay.
just a drunk merc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's still like, I don't know. It was worth it. I mean, I have it on Games Pass, so I didn't pay for it, but
Right.
it was okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel the
I-
same way, but I just need to finish it just because it's an Obsidian game and I need to represent. You know.
Yeah, I won't spoil the ending, but like the end. I mean, obviously the ending itself is different depending on what you do, but like the last sequence, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Particularly because of like how I was playing the game. It was just like, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, my
So-
roommate beat it, and he was like, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything either, but the ending sequence, I think I know what you're talking about, is like, oh, okay, that's how you're gonna end it, huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it's just like, and even like leading up to it, it doesn't make sense. Like my character is mostly like talking character and like leadership stuff, so like I just talked out of a lot of things, and then like had my companions shoot things for me,
Yeah, dude, that's
and it doesn't make sense with like how the game, like the last, like how you play through to the end is really weird. It just like
Mhm.
doesn't make sense.
I felt that same way too. I was like, I'm just picking stuff up, and my party's killing everything. So I was like, okay,
Yeah,
all right, this will be a quick playthrough.
but it's all right.
Yeah,
It was 20 hours or whatever.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking at what you've watched, and you were watching Black Swan over here.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you
I watched-
finally watched it, dude. Cool.
I've watched it before, but I only like saw half of it, so I actually watched it. But
We're talking about the movie
mostly-
with Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman, right?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But mostly it was because the same day I watched Tammy and the T-Rex, which was phenomenal. But I needed something as a little bit I don't know, a little bit more of a film after that.
Right, something that's not, yeah. I mean, we're not knocking old Paul Wheel here, but
Quick
Yeah,
side
dude.
note. Quick side note. Rank these words from most pretentious to least pretentious. Okay, I think I maybe have done this for you. Film, picture, and movie. What's the most pretentious?
picture.
Yeah, picture.
And then
This isn't
second,
the 1920s anymore.
it was
And
a
then
marvelous
film.
picture.
Yeah. And then movie.
Movie's the last, right?
Yeah.
Film is in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. Anyways,
I'm heading to the pictures.
go to the picture show now.
Yeah, that's weird. It's just yeah, I don't like that. But Tammy and the T-Rex is great.
Yeah, you should explain to the people what Tammy and the T-Rex is, because it's pretty...
Well,
I don't know,
okay,
legendary.
so America's sweetheart, Paul Walker,
Paul Wheel.
is Paul Wheel.
R.I.P.
He is a high school football player, and the love of his life, Denise Richards,
Love of your life
who's a
in
high school
Yep.
cheerleader.
Mhm.
She's got a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend who's just trouble, And
Naturally.
He's trouble.
he kidnaps Paul Wheel and takes him out to the forest or like a park to like murder him. But when they're driving through the park, he happens to see a lion. And so he just leaves him in the park, and then Paul Wheel gets attacked by the lion. There's no explanation for why there's a lion in the park either.
Are you calling him Paul Wheel as a joke, or is that his name in the film?
No, that's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a joke, yeah.
Yeah. That's an alternate name for Mr. Paul Walker.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because he drives real good.
Yeah.
No, I think I can put that with you.
And then there's some scientist guy who's trying to figure out how to put a human brain in like an animatronic body to keep it alive forever. And he takes Paul Walker's body that is really, he's just in a coma from getting attacked by a lion. And he sticks his brain in a mechanical T-Rex.
What?
And that's the plot of the movie. I don't want to spoil it. It's really good.
I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when things really start to pop off.
What year was this made?
That's when it kicks off. 1994.
Oh my god. This sounds like a movie where they were like, "Oh, I have all these unfinished scripts. What should we do with them? Let's stick them all together and make a crazy fucking movie." Like, you know what? Perfect.
It's truly insane. It's like it's one of those movies that you can't really tell, or at least I can't really tell if they thought it was funny or not.
Oh,
You know
they
what I
thought
mean?
it was funny.
Like it's supposed to be campy funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just a really
There's a
bad
lot of
movie.
jokes, like a lot of jokes that are very not really appropriate these days, I feel like.
Really?
I mean, they're not terrible, but like
They're flirting
there's
with the
a
line, huh?
yeah. I mean, there's Denise Richards's best friend is this gay black kid. There's several jokes about that.
Great.
It's weird. I don't know, Casey.
Sorry, I apologize.
No.
My internet just went to nowhere. I'm back.
That's what
I
happened.
apologize. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I lost you guys completely. What did I miss?
Off-color jokes in this movie that you guys are talking about.
Oh, well, I mean, those are some of the best parts of the movie, I think. It's very 90s.
Yeah, they're very 90s, and I feel like it's like such a like, oh, we think we're being clever by naming this police officer Black because he's a black guy.
Wow.
And like it's just like it's really not funny in any way, but it's funny that they thought it was funny.
Right.
It's ripping social commentary on accident.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watched Black Swan to
What did
palate
you-
cleanse after that.
A nice pocket. Where did you watch this? On YouTube or some shit?
Tammy and the T-Rex, I watched it on Shudder.
Oh, okay.
I think it's also available on YouTube. I think that's
It
where
probably
I watched
is.
I was like, "There's no damn way Netflix or any of these publishers would carry this movie."
I mean, they should. As many people as possible should definitely watch this movie, but
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Really
It's
kicked off
great.
his career, I guess, huh?
it is one of his first movies, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and Denise Richards is in it.
That's
Like
crazy.
it's not like it's like low tier main actors here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
So much money getting thrown in their faces, maybe.
I hope so. They deserve it after that performance.
Case, what have you watching anything?
Yeah, I mean, this is old news for sure, but I finally watched John Wick 3.
Oh, yeah?
I enjoyed it. It's better than John Wick 2, but not much better.
But not much.
They're just worth watching. I don't know if you haven't seen any of those. Definitely watch the first John Wick. That movie fucking rules.
Yeah, that's the first John Wick is the only John Wick that I've seen, and it was good. I liked it a lot.
I haven't seen it.
You got to watch it. It's a really cool movie. Like it's
Yeah.
it's stylized in a really good way, and all of the fighting in it is really cool. The second one is all right, and this one's better than the second one. And they set it up for a fourth one for sure. They're gonna have a fourth John Wick movie, and it's gonna be bananas, and it's gonna have a lot more Lawrence Fishburne in it. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah, a lot of this is getting a little machine gunned right now, but I kind of get the gist of what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lawrence Fishburne is in these movies, at least in the second and the third one, and he just plays this outrageous king of the Bowery in New York. He's basically a man that runs a homeless person organization, but the homeless people are all hitmen, and also it's fucking insane. And it doesn't matter. It's worth watching. At the very least, watch the original John Wick if you haven't seen it, because it's very, very good.
Very good.
And then it's good enough to make me watch all of the subsequent John Wicks, and I will watch the fourth one when it comes out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, people really like the action in them, so.
Yeah, the third one, it's a little rougher. Halle Berry's in it for a little bit.
I'll watch it now.
She's not as good at all of that as Keanu Reeves is, which is fine. But you can tell, like, a lot of her fight stuff, you can tell that, like, if you watch it, like the jump cuts between him and her, like, her stuff is a lot slower. But it's whatever. But Keanu Reeves is dope in it, especially in the first one. He seems to be slowing down a little bit in this third one. He's probably pretty tired because he's been making these nonstop. Yeah, and he's getting older. But I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
What is Chopping Mall?
Chopping Mall is a horror movie that came out in the 80s where a group of high schoolers gets trapped in a mall after it gets put on lockdown, while there are robot sentries that are defending the mall, and they start killing people.
What are these movies that you're finding, dude? It's just
Shudder.
The
You just gotta get
craziest
Shudder.
shit ever.
Yeah, they're just classic slasher movies that nobody ever really watched because they're terrible, and they're great.
But also they're great.
I mean, Chopping Mall is genuinely a bad movie, but it's also pretty funny just because it's a mall, and there's just robots that are kind of like Daleks from Doctor Who, I guess. That shoot lasers. I don't really understand what the lasers do though. And they have like tasers on them.
Lasers and tasers?
Crazy.
Do they have a portion that does the chopping, or is it the laser that does the chopping? Like, you know what I mean? Are people
There's
getting
not
cut
a
in
lot of
half by a laser?
chopping. Well, I think one guy dies from getting like he's a janitor and he's like mopping and he gets tasered in the puddle of water and dies.
Oh my god.
Classic. That's a classic. Classic move.
I think one guy gets like ripped apart. Maybe that's the only chopping though.
That's not even chopping though. Like, I was hoping the robots just had like an axe arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really what they
swing at people.
It's what they should have, and they don't.
That's fine.
I guess they thought that was too ridiculous.
That was too ridiculous. But the laser.
Yeah, that's too far.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. It is the 80s after all.
Mm-hmm. The Fog. I remember The Fog. What is who stars in The Fog? That's another horror movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
This is one of those movies that came out alongside another movie that had a very similar name. You had The Fog, and then you had The Mist. And I have seen The Mist, but I've never seen The Fog.
Oh, The Fog is John Carpenter. I think it's like a follow-up to Halloween.
Is it?
Like pretty recently after Halloween, because Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, obviously. No, not as her, but like it's basically everybody that made Halloween
just in a new movie,
in a different horror movie. It's not. I mean, it's not really like scary. I don't know. It's okay.
Okay.
It's not Halloween, that's for sure.
So yeah, I must be thinking they must have done a remake of it that came out alongside The Mist, because that
well,
came out in,
The Mist. Isn't that the Stephen King one?
yeah, and I mean maybe they did multiple of those, but the most recent one had Thomas Jane in it, or what's his name? The Punisher, the guy that's in the John Travolta Punisher. He's in The Mist, and that movie is actually pretty good. But I remember at the same time The Fog. I swear to God, The Fog came out at the same time.
There was The Fog. There was a remake of it in 2005.
Okay, so yeah, that must be it.
Yeah. But yeah, John Carpenter, Deborah Hill movie, the original one. So
I mean, I love John Carpenter. Is it any good?
yeah, I mean it's good. It's just I don't know. It's not like it's not as good as Halloween, but
Well, not a lot of movies are.
yeah, and it's not really like it's more suspense stuff. It's not like a slasher or gory really. It's just like more of a suspense movie.
Okay.
There's no aliens though, just a spoiler.
Ah,
So it's not a Stephen King movie. There's not a lot of weird
Right,
things.
there's not a galactic turtle.
right.
not throwing
right.
an
yeah.
intergalactic kegger.
Yeah.
Zed. I honestly didn't watch a whole lot. Really, I've just been playing games. A lot. Yeah, I just been watching. I just like always River Monsters, and that's it. I need to get into the Star Wars stuff immediately on Disney Plus, which I'm gonna promise myself I'm gonna do that before next podcast, and we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
it's all
I
there
just
for
watch
you.
it at lunch.
Yeah.
Like
No,
Watch an episode or two.
yeah.
it's 20 minutes.
It's a good idea. I've been taking my dog out at lunch, but
Well, that's what I've been doing too.
watch
but-
it on the old phone
Yeah.
or something. I don't know when I get back. I mean, it's not going to take me an hour to walk him, but yeah, I need to get in there. We'll see what happens.
We got to talk about why are you still playing City Skylines?
Dude, I love it. It's one of my favorite games ever. And and a new expansion just came out actually 2 days ago. So,
Oh my God in heaven!
Let's
What
go.
is in the expansion?
so you can do. There's like a fishing market you can do,
What the
Fishing
what's
market.
up with
A
all the
fishing market.
fishing in video games?
and then there's also like small planes instead of like airplanes. You can do like small plane industry, so they can take stuff in and out. You can do big. I did download Industries DLC as well, which adds a ton of new stuff. So there's lots more to do, baby. It's time to
So
get
now
them
you-
cities building.
now you have 3 different types of train stations.
Yes, dude, so many fucking train stations. It's just insane. I keep running into stuff and I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to incorporate this into the game? But we'll find
Well,
a way.
I hopped into your stream like for 2 minutes on Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw you. You were trying to find a spot for your mega sports complex.
Yeah, it's huge.
You were pretty hyped on it.
Yeah, I downloaded a mod for a bigger sports complex, but it also has like a train attached to it.
Yes. Yeah. So you.
But I am not very good with
He was really.
trains.
He was struggling to find a place to put the sports complex.
Yeah.
He was really. It was too big.
Yeah, it's monstrous. It's like fucking a quarter of a square. But
I mean, now you understand why it's such a big deal when cities get sports teams.
come on, baby.
Well. Oh my God.
You got it's a traffic nightmare, guys.
It's a logistics night.
It's a fucking logistics nightmare. That's right. But yeah, that's what
This
I've
is
been
what
doing.
this is what we should do. Like, I mean, if we don't have jobs here, if things continue going really bad, Nick, I expect you to just become a city planner
Okay.
because you seem to really love it,
Yeah.
and you do it as a hobby in a game, which still I just do not understand.
I'm gonna make a portfolio of my city skyline cities and just send them to fucking
Oh.
actual city planners and city managers.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! You gotta show them the one where you like you took advantage of that damage from that earthquake or whatever.
Yeah.
You did.
I am flexible, guys. I'm like Play-Doh. Okay. I get into all the cracks and I make everything right. Give me anything you
Okay.
want. I can work around it. But
Ugh.
it's so fun.
It seems like the most boring game I've ever seen. It's like Sim City for 50-year-olds.
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
understand it.
It's SimCity, but more.
All right. Well,
Yeah, it's great.
whatever makes you happy. I'm thrilled that we're gonna pull you away from it for a little bit. with
Yeah, let's play some
Warzone.
Warzone. You know what I mean? Let's get in there.
Yeah, I'm thrilled that Persona 5 is gonna pull you away from it.
Oh yeah, Persona 5 might take over my life. I wish it was for Switch, but PlayStation will do. I mean, I'm not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, so
Yeah.
I don't know, it's pretty fun
it looks
just
so
to throw
awesome
on.
when I watch people
Yeah,
play it
it's
on
great.
Twitch. Oh my god, it looks fantastic.
What? I didn't think you could play it on Twitch.
No, when I watch people play like the regular Persona 5,
Oh,
like I've been watching them play it, and I'm like, God, it looks so fun. Like turn-based combat with all this stuff.
it's fun. I like it.
I want it. I'm gonna get it. I might buy. Actually, I might pre-download or pre-purchase today. Who knows?
I'm gonna. I got to get in there and see if I can do that with Mountain Blade because that's the early access.
All the
tomorrow.
downloads are slowed on PlayStation, so
Oh,
Yeah.
better start now.
I might as well. When we wrap this up, I think I'll get it started.
Yeah.
'Cause I gots to be playing that tomorrow.
Speaking of wrapping up, you guys got anything else we want to cover here before we sign off of our quarantine special here, episode 4?
No, thank you so much for listening. We apologize for if this just ends up being super clunky. Keaton's going to do a great job cleaning it up, I'm sure. But remote podcasting, it's got some difficulties.
Yeah, it's got some
I hope
difficulties.
it all works.
I know, Casey, you've been dipping in and out basically for the past half an hour. But
Have I really?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're
that-
recording it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That could be
I know.
the Discord thing.
It's just going to be kind of choppy with the audio,
Yeah,
the
but
back and forth between us.
it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching people do all of their stuff from home, like all of these, outlets and news publications when it comes to video games, anyways, and they've all experienced the same type of just whole new set of problems when you're working from home. You know.
It's just going to force us to get good at it.
Absolutely. But
We'll
Keaton,
get
you got
good.
anything else? Get good. Getting good intensifies.
No, but I'll do the shout out right now for Beyond Existence.
Absolutely.
For the intro, outro music. As always, follow him on Spotify and Instagram.
Absolutely.
Check him out. He's helping us out a ton.
And after you're done checking him out, go over to our Instagram and our Twitter and our Facebook page, Quick Side Quest. And we do have a website as well. We're still working on it. It's actually my fault that this is not getting done, but
I'm going to say don't go to the website for a little bit. Just a
it's
little bit.
almost non-functional.
Oh,
Doesn't
wait.
make sense.
Fuck. Wait. We got questions.
Oh, yeah. I think we got
We
one.
got to we actually got questions, so we gotta actually answer those. Here, let me pull up the notes real fast. Okay. Oh man, I didn't write down the guy's name.
Maybe we save those for next week, as we're already running long.
Let's just get more questions.
Yeah.
We're already at an hour 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Still, thank you for the questions,
Absolutely.
and I'll get your name down so we give you a proper shout out.
the one that
We'll do
you
it
were
next
talking
time.
about, the one from Twitter that came from Cody.
Yeah, Cody. Yep, that's right.
He's a great guy. But we will get to those questions, and we would love more of them. We'd appreciate you if you already put them in. And then
Yeah,
next week
hit
we'll
us
make
up on our social media with those.
absolutely we'll make a point to answer those next week. But follow us on all of the platforms.
lot.
We are all officially on all podcast platforms that we can be on at this point, except for YouTube and maybe like SoundCloud or something like that. We are on iHeartRadio now. We are on Link or TuneIn. What else we are? We're on so many different things, but as many as we can when it comes to our.
Yeah. Check us out. Tell your friends. Rate and review.
Yeah, rate us.
Please.
Please. For the love of God, rate us.
Yes. Please leave
unless
the stars.
unless it's a bad rating.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
get your mitts away from your keypad.
Absolutely. But we appreciate you guys. And
Yeah.
this was a tough one, but if we have to do it one more time, a couple more times, that's fine. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
But
We'll only get better.
exactly.
Thanks for listening. For real.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Until next
Yeah,
time,
thank you.
we'll talk to you soon. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.